This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Jameis now on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Packers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
On third down, Winston.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set, hut. Flash block. Hut, hut.
This is Starks to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Starks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This is Starks. Dances by at the 20. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They go play action. Young. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6? And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Panthers.
Down.
They run again with Starks. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Young off the play fake.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
An inside give to Jones. Oh, what a move.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Fights through it, and it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Ready. Follow.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's a Packers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play fake. Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw is Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25. Seven-yard line.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Starks. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
A run here for Starks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Again on the ground, again with Starks. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready. Black shot. Ready.
Now Young. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready.
To throw, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Winston now.
That is caught.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. Green, triple C. Let me go.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Winston.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Again, it's Winston.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. Dobbs goes in motion.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside. Coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Starks, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw, Young. Dropping it off for starts. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Young now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Ready.
On 2nd, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Ready.
Young to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
The give is to Jones. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Off the play fake, Winston.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking a couple yards shy of. Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometime. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here is Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Young on first down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Packers 34, Panthers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Play action now. Winston drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
41-yard line.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
In motion right goes Reed. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. First down, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,